The most dangerous person in the room is rarely the one making the most noise. It's the one who sits quietly, watching. They stay in the corner, unreadable, almost blending into the shadows. Most people mistake this for shyness or insecurity. They assume silence means weakness, but psychology says otherwise. Chronic quietness isn't a lack of expression, it's a controlled strategy. While the loud reveal themselves, the silent collect information. Silence isn't emptiness, it's calculation. Quiet people operate on a different psychological frequency, tracking patterns, decoding behaviors, and concealing their true leverage. Here are the 5 darker traits hidden beneath consistent silence and why the quietest person is often the one shaping the entire room. Quiet people don't think like everyone else. Their mind runs what psychologists call hyper-reflective processing, a mental simulation engine that maps outcomes before they speak. Loud people talk to discover their thoughts. Quiet people speak only after the thought is complete. Every motive is examined, every angle tested, every lie dissected. Their silence isn't hesitation. It's precision sharpening itself. They are 5 steps ahead because they refuse to move on impulse. And by the time they finally speak, they're not participating in the conversation. You are stepping into the conclusion they already built. Their voice lands like a verdict because the analysis was finished long before the words began. Quiet people don't need volume to understand you. Their brain defaults to observational intelligence, scanning microexpressions, subtle tone changes, and emotional leaks. They notice the insecurity behind the joke, the shift in posture when you begin to hide something, the single detail in your story that contradicts everything else. They don't interrupt, because silence is the perfect trap. The more you talk, the more you expose. They learn more about you from what you accidentally reveal than from anything you intentionally say. They don't pull secrets out of people. They let people hand them over without realizing it. And when a quiet person sees the truth, they rarely announce it, they store it. Most people are controlled by attention-chasing validation, reacting to noise, bending under pressure. Quiet people operate outside that system. Their power comes from an extreme internal locus of control. You cannot bait someone who doesn't respond to noise. You cannot manipulate someone who doesn't need your approval. Their silence creates a psychological vacuum, an empty space others feel compelled to fill. The louder person grows frustrated trying to provoke a reaction that never comes. They reveal their instability, while the quiet one remains centered. And the more someone tries to read a quiet person, the more unreadable they become. This is why quiet people feel powerful without trying. Their restraint makes everyone else overexpose themselves. Silence is rarely random. For many quiet people, it was forged through necessity. Psychology calls this adaptive withdrawal, a protective response learned in environments where being visible meant being vulnerable. They learned early that noise attracts unwanted attention, while silence allows control and safety. Over time, stillness became armor. Their neutral expression hides emotional depth. Their blank face prevents manipulation. They don't shut down because they lack emotion, they shut down to protect emotion. And the world misreads them as passive when they are simply guarded. Their silence is not a wound. It is a shield, polished by experience, designed to reveal nothing until they choose otherwise. Quiet people don't form casual bonds. They form strategic attachments. They see through social masks so easily that most relationships appear unstable or insincere. So they observe, they test, they wait. Months may pass before they allow someone real emotional access. But once they choose you, their loyalty is intense, deliberate, and deeply protective. However, betrayal is final. When a quiet person withdraws, they don't slam the door. They erase the door entirely. You are not shut out. You simply no longer exist in their psychological space. Their absence is complete because their trust was intentional. And once broken, intentional things don't regenerate. So the quiet person you overlook, the one sitting alone, speaking rarely, revealing nothing, is not powerless. They are analyzing, calculating, reading the room with a clarity most people never develop. Their silence isn't emptiness, it is structure, strategy, self control. They understand far more than they express, and they express far less than they understand. If someone like this sits in the corner, they're not behind, they're above. If you're one of the quiet ones, an observer, a strategist, a mind that speaks less because it sees more, subscribe. This isn't just psychology, it's the blueprint behind the people who move in silence and think in shadows.